Hey, what is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Link again, and I'm back. It's a new year. Uh, Working from home today because there is a nor'easter in the East Coast. So, with that, no one's going to work, and therefore I have some time to do a video. So, I thought I'd start the new year off kind of going over this guy. This guy is my Grail. It's been my Grail watch. And I know a lot's been done on this watch, and I know that a lot of information's out there, and it seems that everyone has an Omega Speedmaster these days. But for me, I want to give kind of my experience with this, why this is my Grail watch, and why I kind of came to the conclusion that this was the watch for me. So, without further ado, let me first get into what I'm carrying today, since I'm gonna be around the house probably, and maybe go for a coffee. I figure I'd keep it simple today. So today I'm walking around with my Sabenza. This is the small 21 with micarta inlays. Beautiful knife. And of course, my saddle leather back, or saddleback leather front ID wallet. So those two are going to be with me today, and probably this watch as well. So with that, let's get into the watch. So I'm not going to do a lot like what a lot of other videos are doing. They kind of go over specs, they measure it, they have the whole white glove service, but I'm not going to do that. I kind of do my videos a little differently. I like to kind of give something a little bit different. So with this, I want to kind of give a little story. So why was this my Grail watch? I guess the biggest thing is with me, growing up, I didn't have any relatives who were into watches. I didn't have any heirlooms passed down. For me, it was just living a normal kid's life. The only watch I really had was like a Casio. Those water resistant Casios for like $5, and maybe a G-Shock for $20. Those were only like two watches I had growing up. So I didn't really know what Omega was. Didn't know about the brand name. Didn't know about the brand history. Didn't know about the story about this watch. And if you really want to get a really in-depth video, I recommend Aaron Shapiro's video. He did an amazing job talking about the history of this watch, why it's so important, why it's absolutely such a crucial piece of history. And if you're a watch fan, and if you're a fan of NASA like I was as a kid, I highly recommend you watching that video and kind of get his perspective on why this watch is so awesome. So, oh, and also too, since the last video, I actually put this on the OEM. Is this alligator strap with a deployment buckle. Figure I'd kind of mix it up a little bit. I want to give this a different look as well. So why was this my Grail watch? So like I said, I didn't have a lot of history or know about a lot of watches. The only reason I knew about Omega was back in the mid-90s, Pierce Brosnan with Goldeneye. Great movie, loved it. Didn't really know much about James Bond until I saw that, and after that I was hooked. And then it's obviously seeing his watch, the cool little laser guy there and detonating remote mines and all that, and also playing the game GoldenEye in 64, I kind of paid more attention to watches. And with that, I paid attention to the Omega brand. But it wasn't, and then I finally figured out who Omega was, but it wasn't until I actually saw this watch. It was in an old magazine, it probably was like a car magazine, but I saw, one for Pierce Brosnan for the Omega Seamaster, but then one for this, the Speedmaster. And I immediately fell in love. It was just purely from aesthetic purpose, point of view, I should say, but I mean, when I saw this watch, I knew this was the watch for me. So it was just love at first sight. It just communicated to me. There's something about the simplicity and the layout and the proportions that were just eye-catching, and just it drew me in. For some reason, this watch was calling to me, unlike the Omega Seamaster, unlike a Rolex, unlike any other luxury watch. For some reason, this is the watch that I wanted to get. And that was in the mid-90s, and ever since then, it's been, 20 years now of wanting this watch, trying to save for this watch, that I finally have it. Obviously when you're a kid and you see a luxury item like this, you never think you're gonna get it. You always have that thought, one day I'll get it. And then last year, I finally went ahead and made the purchase, and it's been amazing ever since. For me personally, the reason why I call this my Grail watch is because excuse me, 20 years of thinking about it, of deciding and saving, and it's 20 years of really deciding, okay, this is the watch I'm going to get. There's very few purchases that we make in life that would go that far or that long. And, for me, I love that crisp sound it makes. For me, it was like a journey. And I think for all of you, for anyone who wants, a Grail watch, Grail item, whatever, Grail knife, I think it's something you really got to think long and hard on and see, is this something you actually want to get? And, I've tried this watch on probably about hundreds of times from different ADs, Omega boutiques, Tourneau stores, and I knew like it was just the watch I had to get. And I'm gonna have a lot more fun with this. The reason I chose the modern version instead of some of the older, used secondhand, I probably could have saved a lot of money, was because I wanted this watch to have patina, to get scratches on it, dents, dings, to have some character in it, and to become kind of my journey with it. It's already starting to have some nice desk dives on it, which I love. And I think it's going to look really cool beat up. Actually, so this watch, I'm wearing this over right wrist, I know, but this watch has been with me a lot of journeys, it's like my vacation watch now, and this watch might be kind of my everyday watch. I don't really swim, so I don't really need the water resistance. And I'm kind of careful with my toys, so I think this will be my everyday watch. This will be, have a lot of stories with it, and it'll be with me for another 20 years, hopefully. And hopefully I'll have, some cool stories to tell you guys about this watch while I had it. But yeah, I went with the modern version too, because you get all these goodies. I mean, you get look at that loop. That's cool. That's a tachymeter, just like the bezel of the watch. Got a lot of these items. Got the NATO strap in there still, which I may try out now that I have it on the leather. I want to try it out for the leather for fall, but I may try some different strap options, just give this some different life and different looks and whole personality. Yeah, just for me, like this watch, obviously represents a lot. Obviously, it represents a piece of our history, and the importance of this watch being the first watch on the moon is amazing, and it's such a great story to tell. And I can't wait to wear this watch and have my own stories to tell about it, and have my own scratches and my own pieces of history left on it. So I just can't wait. So anyways, guys, that was a quick video. I just really want to go over, why I chose this watch, why it means a lot to me. And, there are many like it, but this one's mine. And, hopefully in the next couple of years, you'll see it over the years and see how much it's changed. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you around for the next video. Take care.